friends is one of is from none other than the serial entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary serves as chairman of Vayner X, CEO of Vayner Media, and the owner and creator of VFriends. Simply put, VFriends is a ticket to Gary V's multi-day super conference where any VFriend ticket holders gain access. VCon is the first NFT ticketed conference in the world. VCon is where VFriends token holders come together as one community to build long-lasting friendship. As you can see, all the other collections are already been sold. We only have Gary Here are the list of Gary own collections. You find it in the link below. Apart from it, we do have the library that is currently available for sale. Most of this artwork has been made by Gary V himself. As you might see, all the collections are created in different formats and different categories. It is worth checking out. It is worth checking out VFriends. The link is in below. Number two comes Baristas, the world's first NFT friendly cafe and more of us cafe pros. Cryptograms season 1 will launch with 60 cafe loving characters as ownerships helps conceptualize the open world of first NFT friendly cafes. Owners of Cryptograms enjoys caffeinated bugs for life all future cafe spaces. Owners also controls the Barista Bank, a 15% fund set aside from project's revenue in the future use of the coffee space. Some potential uses for Crypto Barista Bank can support charitable organizations, also open up some spaces, and it will be governed by the community. The Cafe Pros Crypto Barista projects looks to solve three sometimes lacking pieces in some of the NFT projects: governance, community, and ownership. The project will evolve through seasonal launches, where each season focuses on a new endeavor within the coffee space, while providing perks and governance to all workers. As you might see, the website doesn't seem so well, but as far as we have done research, they do have a strong Discord community of over 10,000. The Flying Fish Club is another venture from Gary Vaynerchuk and is the world's first NFT members-only private dining club. Flying Fish member clubs will have access to private dining room in New York City that will span across 10,000 square feet. There are two FFC memberships, either 2.5 ethers for standard members and 4.25 ethers for the Omazake menu. The Flying Fish memberships allows you to reserve a table up to 8 non-token holder guests. The Flying Fish Omakase option enables you to book a table for the same number of guests, but you can only bring one guest to the Omakase menu. The significant part of the membership being an NFT is that contractually you could resale the membership to any point. Knowing Gary Vaynerchuk's previous projects, VFriends, the value of Flying Fish membership will most likely increase over time. At the time of this recording, the Flying Fish membership is completely sold out, but they do have intentions of rolling out additional locations membership as they expand. If you like, we have a link below to check it out. The FAQ sections. So no more. Azuki are the self-proclaimed skaters of the internet, as they are skating between the digital and the physical worlds as they begin to blend. As a project, Azuki is a collection of 10,000 avatars. You could see them on the galleries that give you membership and access to the garden. The garden is where Azuki sees their projects blurring the physical and the digital world. Azuki sees its characters and partnership for streetwear collabs, additional NFT drops, and eventually live events. For the garden, you need to own the NFT to have access to the garden. Check out the manifesto and the mind map. The guide a simple and profound version for Azuki. Azuki has also been seen pushing the boundaries with the new offering of the recent Bohu, the bean farmer. As you might see, we can see this bean farmer right at the moment, Bohu Azuki bean farmer. And Bohu Azuki bean farmer. Bohu the bean farmer was structurized the artwork and create Bohu token where all the owners in the community can govern the Bohu character within the Azuki universe. Token owners will guide the Bohu's future. The unique birthday experiment, as you can see, you could vibe with him, you could chill with him, you could run with him, scratch, drink, ropes, farm, and think with the Bohu. DK1. DK1 is the artist behind the popular hashtag Let's Walk series. Let's Walk is an ongoing project of character walk cycles, with the goal of creating hundreds of these. At the time of making this video, DK Wong has successfully done 72 walks cycle and has even collaborated with projects like Invisible Friends, Doodles, Kibatsu Mecha. You may find the Let's Walk collection, the NFT space, the Let's Walk space of DK Wong's website. The link is in the below. They have completed, as you might have seen, they have dropped latestly here on 3/6/2022 or next around 8 is going to be there, and most of the collections are already sold out. If you can see, please give a like or hit up PK Wong's website. Show some appreciation. This come all the way from Japan. The artist's name is Jerry Liu, and the project's name is Kibatsu Mecha. Kibatsu Mecha is created by the animator Jerry Liu. It's a collection and a story of 2,222 unique hand-generated and fully animated characters. Kibatsu Mecha's range and variety, a combination of 7 grades. A handful of Kibatsu Mecha will have the Mecha Rare title and carry unique characteristics that are not seen across this character collection. The first collections of Kibatsu Mecha, as you might see, has already been sold out. You could visit them at OpenSea. The lore of Kibatsu Mecha is Kibatsu Mecha in the pilot inhabitant megacity Kibatsu and its surrounding territories. They rumble in the Akajari Arena, one of the city's most dangerous yet spectacular fight circuits. They fight, they fight for many reasons: for glory, for riches, for thrill, for revenge, for survival, for power, for honor, and for glory. More on that later. You could go down and visit the link given below for Kibatsu Mecha. Doodles. Doodles are the collection of 10,000 NFTs that are made up of hundreds of exciting visual creates designed by burnt toes. Hand-drawn doodles include skellies, cats, alien apes, and mascots. The Doodles collections also includes dozens of rare heads, costumes, and colorways of the artist's palette. What is so unique about owning Doodle? It allows you to vote on the community it allows you to vote on the community-driven features and future projects and events. The entire roadmap of Doodles is a collaborative experience between the collectors and the project architects and the designers. As you might see, there are different proposals, different final discussions that we could anytime be anytime be voted upon. Subject to you do have a doodle at your place. You do have a doodle with you. Doodles also has a community band called Doodle Band, which the tragedy There is a community government will be used for to fund new experiences currently and all the time of this filming. The Doodle Bank holds over $5 million in funds. Doodles have seen the most unique prospects in the NFT space in the NFT space after launching the Space Doodles project. They do have over 2.5 thousand members in that ship. And then, sorry, yeah. So they do have Doodle Bank, Shop Doodles, Space Doodles, as you might see. Let me show this tab and said generated from over 200 audiovisual feeds and accompanied with the stats that reflect the competency of a doodle at a spaceship. The doodles, space doodles, and the stats used in the future expenses that deliver surprise and delight to wider NFT ecosystem. Woman Rise is 10,000 randomly generated collection by internationally acclaimed visual artist Mahiba Abidi. The goal of the collection is to make the NFT space more inclusive, diverse, by introducing women as characters, as donating a small percentage of funds to fund the focus on gender equality, girls' education, and mental health in marginalized societies. That's about it. The whole thing is completely sold out, and yeah, you see the team is only two cups, so that is something. Property is the most innovative real estate collection game in the NFT space and metaverse space, bringing together the mechanics of the world's most popular games. The aim to provide an experience never before seen on and off the metaverse. Each NFT is a collectible card displays a piece of real estate inspired by different cultures, properties, and economics. Properties has been feverishly adding partnership with other brands and NFT communities ahead of their launch. One such partnership is the Crypto Baristas, where the property game will feature partnerships with Crypto Baristas, themed cafe shops and cards throughout the land. Keep an eye on the property game. It's part of the sandbox user generated content, which is just beginning to take shape. Invisible Friends is from the animator Marcus Magnuson, who brings 5,000 invisible characters to life. Mark and Magnuson is rightfully known as Motion Marcus. If you took a good look at the Vimeo, you can see why. The Invisible Friends project is set to go live on February of 2022 and gained a massive following on Discord for over 250,000 members and in Twitter has to 373,000 followers. As you might see, the Cryptograms is completely sold out. Sorry, the Invisible Friends is completely sold out. So that is something. It was awarded as the best illustrated NFT projects of 2022. It's a highly complex animation series. It's weird, and most of them are completely sold out. Cryptograms is created by the tattoo at Tats to Us, at Sheen Tats to Us, and its 6969 generative rubber hose and characters project with hundreds of unique tweets. As you might see, Cryptocurrency has a solid and passionate Discord community for over 10,000 members and worth a look. Reverse is an open world fantasy sci-fi based MMR MMORPG and is action-packed MMOBA style combat system. Slaying bees, forging mighty weapons, enticing the big fish from glides, different dungeons, and explore the deeper lore of the living world of Rivers. Awaits daring to conquer its Rivers has been consistent in the top 100 NFT projects in OpenSea and has gained much attention on social media. But Rivers has yet to develop a website. They are already deep into development with Endless Cloud HQ. Endless Cloud HQ pulls out monthly updates on how the game is coming along, and which will be seen on the Twitter page. The Moon Voice is a collection of 11,111 unique characters living on the Ethereum blockchain, unique and 3D designed. Each NFT counts with full membership to an ever-growing community and excellent activities. The Moon Boys project is ever evolving, with the phase one roadmap salutes like this. Please do give out a check out. Shout out for the Moon Boys in the comments below. So much. A 21-year-old visual artist from NYC, Dan Gold strives to actualize imagination through his creative world project. The project itself has a ton of buzz around it and the NFT space, but it still is somewhat mysterious, as you see. It's extremely mysterious. You go into the website, an interactive space where the pages guide you through the virtual journey that is unclear, as you might see. It is unclear what the project will eventually become. Regardless of the direction, we are excited to see how this one unfolds, as the secrecy behind the project is quite captivating. Please do check out creature.world to know more about this stuff. So now this is the fucking creature that's guiding me to a metaverse. Let's see. Metaverse where you could interact with the speakers, creatures, follow through the creatures. The metaverse is a collection of 8,888 generative mecha with hundreds of inspired with Japan mecha universes. The metaverse project was created by Matty and Matty B, two friends and video artists who jumped and felt the first thing into diamond space. The roadmap of metaverse projects includes bringing life to mechas through high-quality 3D printed toys. The metaverse project continues. The metaverse project continues to unfold as the roadmap is driven by founders and motivated collectively. The project's future ambitions include streetwear collabs, really small, as you can see, we would need a smaller with the box. They are giving away free megabots. The Nouns projects attempts to bootstrap identity community governance and the pressure that the community can use to create long-term value and project expansion. Nouns will be minting one noun NFT character every day forever. The unique aspects of this noun project is they have the DAO's treasury, which collects 100% of funds from the NFT sales, which is controlled and government by the noun holders to decide the future use of the project election and more. As you can see, today's DAO's is this, the treasury is here, and one noun entity forever. So, wait, on, Clatings is another highly sought after project, currently ranked fifth in overall trending volume. The Clating project looks to bring the animations to the blockchain where they intend to launch for 4040 characters. One of the project goals is to establish exclamation short runs that can feature one the previous invented characters. That sounds pretty cool. See, if you have feature film, you could go out and see that. Yeah. If you're a fan of the streetwear collection, then the Adam Bomb Squad project is for you. The Adam Bomb Squad project was created by the hundreds of famous streetwear brands launched in 2003. The project premise is straightforward where they look to bring identity, community, and ownership to the next space. The Adam Squad project is Andres once famous logo characters, the 18-year-old history, and the use of the characters. As you might see, they are attributed to many high fashion celebs who do own the NFTs. They have varying attributes, characters, and chronicles of each and every project. As you might see, they do have about 24,999 NFTs for sale at this point. Photograph.io is more of a marketplace than an individually focused project on athletes, entertainment, culture, and unique digital experiences. The project was co-founded by Tom Brady and has tremendous backing, including writers from represented board and advisor such as Tiger Woods, Wayne Ketsey, and Naomi Osaka and more. Athletes drive the current focus of Autograph.io, including the professional athletics nature of future crowds across the private description. I would be interesting to watch this project unfold. Your support and backing of all this and all this is very athletic. Focus now, but keep an eye out for expansion or something more. See, these are all the original signatures that you could actually get it. Simon Case, hundreds of them. Brady. Decentraland is a virtual world with its own DAOs that hands over control to the virtual space user. Decentralized world is fueled by the marketplace of virtual in-game assets and variables and more. All that is needed to play is a web basket, a cryptocurrency wallet, MetaMask. The wallet is unnecessary, but it still provides a game experience. Good. And wallets gets all your digital assets saved, like the names, collectibles, and ads. As you see, most of this.